The fourth line for the BC Eagles. Arnold with Almeida and Brown had good pressure. Second chance opportunity with Almeida working the front of the net. The overhead shows you just how close this came. Good stick poke check by the BU goaltender to get it out of traffic.
Cornall chasing out now for BU. Cornall able to steal. Cornall, the shot on Muse makes the stop. Kicks it aside.
Get a look at some of the traffic. BU's going to try to work this play high. Escobedo moves in to improve his angle. His good net front presence by BU. He's thinking, I got to go pick up the wide guy. Well, he doesn't do either. And that's a serious breakdown, but what a big-time play by Warsofsky to lay out and get his stick in the passing lane and deflect that. Otherwise, Gibbons is staring at an empty net.
Way back at the right point. Now Arnold goes to the left point now. Way flips it towards the net, and the Eagles score. Boston College strikes first.
Well, it starts with a good face-off win by the BC Eagles in the offensive zone. You can even take it back to the shift before, and this is why there is a face-off in the offensive zone. Great pressure by the top line, but Samuelson's going to walk in, tops of the circles, really has no play, but just after Warsofsky makes a great play with a stick check, I think the puck's going to deflect off his stick. Up in the air. I'm not sure if anybody else gets a piece of it or not. I think this will be Samuelson's goal.
As it's stolen on his lead pass for Almeida. Inside, 5 minutes left to play here in the first period. Noonan to center for the Terriers. Noonan now will send a backhander off to the right side. Score! Megan ties the score at 1 for Boston University. A quick answer for the Terriers.
And what a great answer it is. You hate to give up goals in your own zone. You don't win a face-off or at least tie it up. But BU on the quick counterattack. That's a nifty little spin move, backhand pass. Megan, a left-handed shot on the right wing. Takes that beautiful feed, quickly puts it in a shooting position, back across his body. And he beats Muse to the blocker side.
Cross for the Eagles, a stolen errant pass. And it's Connolly over the line with a shot deflected partially by the glove of Muse. Couldn't take advantage. Out come the Eagles now as Joe Whitney will send a backhander on. Milan makes the stop, and Warsofsky ends up banging into him, but he holds. This on just getting out of the box for BU. Started this period in the penalty box. Both teams with one power play. Long range, Riker knocked down by Dumoulin in front, score! Corey Trevino on the doorstep puts Boston University on top 2-1.
Well, they certainly don't all have to be pretty, and this is not a pretty one, but it's a 2-on-1 in front of the net. Why? Well, Riker stands in, the right defenseman for BU. BCC thought they were going to be able to clear their zone. They don't. And when they can't handle the puck on the shot from the right point, the Moon can't handle it. Riker able to keep it in. Trevino, Johnny on the spot. He uses his strength and his long reach, handling some one-on-ones. Spins away from his check. He's waiting for people to get open. Makes a nifty little backhand pass.
Center ice, loose play now, but over the line. So here, Gill with a shot right on. Stop made by Muse. Some good pressure from the Eagles.
BC has turned it up. Here's their best offensive line. Look at that recovery by Milan. Able to read that play, even with traffic in front of him. Gets across. Able to handle that Gibbons and Whitney exchange. Hayes walks in all alone from the blue line in. Milan stays strong, stays tall. Doesn't give much of the net. The overhead shows you
towards the net, but deflected there, and Chiasson with a breakaway for BU. Chiasson, Muse makes the save and holds on. Lost the
second period. High-risk plays by BC, looking for the tying goal. Patrick Way in deep, a little give and go with Atkinson. He tries to find Cross. Cross leaves his feet.
He's on top, 2-1. Samuelson lead pass off to the right side. Milan cuts in. Milan the stop, and he keeps it in front of him. Top 2-1. Nieto on the right side can't get it out. It is pinned in at the top. Here comes a quick shot and a save. Rebound blocked that time by a defenseman who went down. Samuelson now for Shea. Shea with a shot deflected wide. Back to the point now, and Samuelson. The lane in front. Jimmy Hayes with a shot. Score! Boston College ties the score 2-2.
And the Eagles do just that. This puck never came out of the offensive zone for BC after the unforced icing by BU. And they take advantage of an offensive zone draw. It didn't happen right away, but they stayed with it. And I love this short pass and the rotation of the high slot. You find the weaknesses in the layered defense of BU. A little bit of a screen. Escobedo down to one knee to try to block the shot by Hayes. Hayes bypasses him.
In front now, right again. This time Hughes makes the stop. In front again, Warzowski with a pass to the right. And
it was late in the penalty kill. They'd spent a lot of time in their own zone.
Connolly in front. Coyle is stopped by Muse. Play BU's got it going. Noonan back now off to the side. Coyle moves towards the net with a pass in front. Shot, Muse save. The rebound on the side of the net. Our play is now up. Both teams at regular strength. BU 0 for 4. Samuelson out of the box and in alone. Samuelson to the backhand. Saved by Milan. Big bid for Samuelson, who went in alone, but Milan is up to the task.
Well, not enough awareness, clock awareness by the BU defense. You got Warsawski and Reich are on the ice. Tail end of this power play. You got to know Samuelson's coming out at what time. And as soon as BC has possession in their own zone, you got to get back through the neutral zone. Samuelson comes out. He's wide open. Givens gives him a beautiful aerial backhand pass. All he has to do is glove it. Now he's got a clean breakaway. He makes a move to the backhand, but Milan stays right with him. Little push right to left, stays square, takes away the lower half of the net.
Connolly and Hayes on the face-off. Hayes wins it back to Dumoulin. BC on the power play for another minute 45. Long range score! Tommy Cross from the point. Boston College advances to the final. An overtime victory over the Terriers.
We'll take a look at it right here. The ability to move laterally to create more of a lane. This puck may have just gone straight in. Hard to tell. Maybe this behind the blue line look. Whether it changes direction or not, the BC Eagles win in overtime. What a highly entertaining game. This one could have gone either way. A classic BC BU. It's a shame somebody had to lose this hockey game.
Well, Cross, a second-round pick by the Bruins. And Cross and the Boston College Eagles have advanced to take on the Northeastern Huskies a week from tonight.